Hi, good morning. My name is Elmo Marquez, and I would like to talk to you guys about the benefits of having assisted animals as therapy or emotional animals. I want to start off with the autism. Kids who have autism is a neurobehavior condition, which pretty much some part of your brain has a malfunction, and normally either behavior, you'll see the kids with a different behavior other than the normal kids. The second one would also be communication skills, and that's mainly where you would notice the kids with severe autism. Usually with this illness is something that is not it's not a short-term thing that you can heal with medication. It is a treatment. It cannot be cured, it could only be treated. So therefore these kids undergo a lot of therapy counselings along with their parents. Some of them are very unsuccessful. Therefore most of the parents seek to nonprofit organizations that have animals, horses, cats, to help them cope with the anxiety, or even to help improve the skills of the kids. So between 1 in 68 kids are diagnosed with autism. PTSD. PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder. There's actually a lot of soldiers who come home with PTSD, especially those who have seen a lot of bad things out there. PTSD is it's a it's a post-traumatic stress disorder. Soldiers who have gone through traumatic stress events normally tend to have this, and it's usually with nightmares, with flashbacks. They get irritated easily when certain events lead, or they remember stuff from that stressful event that may just cause irritability or anxiety or stress. So there is a couple of nonprofit organizations that are also used, and they help and support all the veterans that have gone through some type of deployment and came back with PTSD. The dogs will normally help you a lot with anxiety, stress levels, and normally all of that will reduce by a lot. And unfortunately with PTSD, it is also something that can only be treated through therapy and counseling. Therefore these soldiers also seek for that help, for that assistance, for that companionship that can help them, guide them through every day-to-day basis. And lastly, with students, who wouldn't want to have a pet while you're going to college, right? Well, in this case, there's only some states that allow you to have a pet in your house or in your room per se, if you're living in a college. If you have a lot of anxiety, stress levels, and you tend to go to the doctor for that, if you do get a note from them saying that you have anxiety or stress, they are able, and if they are able to give you a note, you can take that note over to your college and maybe like admissions, and they're able to give you accommodations for your pet. So you could start off with the dog. If you have a dog, it's pretty easy to accommodate a dog, right? Especially if it's small, a couple pounds. But also there is a Disability Act, and it's for normally with people who have disorders, which is also considered part of anxiety and stress. So if you do have that, this act will help you and back you up. If you do have a pet, you are able to keep it with you because it does help you. It's a treatment. It's like going to counseling. But there has also been some cases where students have a parrot or some other exotic animal, and unfortunately some campuses do not allow that. It just depends, it's case by case. Other than that, I mean, they're there to help you. You know, these animals are there to help us, to guide us through every day-to-day lifestyles, and for the most part, I know that most of us back home, we have an animal, we have a pet, and they we love to spend time with them. We love to be there with the animals, and I know that sometimes it makes us feel less stress or just more happy to be with the animals. So this is what these animals do to soldiers with PTSD, to kids with autism, and those students that are undergoing anxiety while going to school. Thank you for your time, and you have a good